Hello, PMD. Alright, I think I got everything set up and ready to go. Let's get this boy finished. Okay, make sure my tablet works. Oh man. How you doing tonight, PMD? Let's get rid of this. It's looking pretty cute, I think. I like him. Says my bit rate's poor again, but what can you do? I think we're stuck with it. There's quite a delay there looking at the thing. Maybe I should try low latency mode next time. See how that works. TB7 star? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you love my art? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's very nice of you to say. Glad you like my stuff. How do you think to make peak art like this? Well, it all started with me discovering the internet and the wonderful world of femboys. As a wee baby boy. I was off to the races. Might make that a little darker. Let's see. A little darker shadow. It's not bad. Maybe a little more even. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think you can. I didn't change anything since last time, so... Hopefully I'm not talking into nothingness, but... Could be happening. You never know with old YouTube what can happen. Guess I could check OBS to make sure the... Well, it's showing I'm being picked up by OBS at least. I'm always paranoid when I try something new. So... Bailey J is so sexy. Yeah, she is. I know who you're talking about. It's the toothbrush girl, right? She's brushing her teeth and her weenie's flopping around everywhere. Very nice. She's quite attractive. Can you guys hear me? I hope so. This is a repeat of yesterday. It says my stream is healthy. That's good. Always worried about that. I think there's a delay, so that should give me an answer quickly, hopefully. Just want to make sure. Okay, thank you, Simp. Thank you. Simp. I don't know if that's what you meant by that name, or maybe it's something else. Maybe I don't understand. I can hear the keyboard. Yes, I can hear you now. Oh, you can hear me now? So you couldn't hear me before? That's not good. That's not good. Hey, Juss. Or Juice. Juss. Or finishing up our boy from last night. Our monster boy. Now Dross needs to make a YouTube channel for safe for work art. Somebody in my Twitch chat told me he doesn't post much anymore, but I don't know. Is that true? I assume it's a he, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's insensitive of me, but I'm gonna assume anyway. This is safe for work for now, but one of these characters is gonna be very, very not safe for work once we have our character poll and people pick which one they want to see, well, get smooched on a lot, let's say. Who will it be? I guess I could show you guys our first character poll. The characters we made for them. Or for that one, I mean. Maybe I'll show you guys that at the end of the stream in case you're a newcomer from YouTube, since I switched over here. This is probably my favorite group of characters so far we've done. I really like the cop boy and the, what you call it? Inmate, there we go, inmate lady. My brain turned off for a second there. This is a very Sasha-looking character, but he's very different from Sasha, personality-wise. It's like Sasha on his dark phase. Sasha in his emo phase. That's my vampire boy, by the way, if you're not sure who Sasha is. I always say the name like I assume everybody would know that, but it's okay if you don't. Feel free to ask if you're curious. You won't offend me. I can barely keep track of my own characters, so certainly don't expect you guys to. True American Reject. I'm just comprehending following BD1 on YouTube just before going back to sleep for work. I've heard you the whole time. Oh, thank you, True American Reject, for telling me that. I'm glad you stopped by. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Being tired and going into work is awful. I'm sure you probably experienced that before. Not fun. Hope you rest well. They've slowed down for now. Hopefully they come back before summer comes around. I'm looking forward to new Monster Boy. Well, I'm glad you are. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why they slowed down. Sure they have their reasons. Hopefully nothing bad. Hopefully it's just taking a break. You can get burnt out even doing something you love. It happens. Get tired of playing video games or, you know, whatever, watching anime or TV, whatever people do. Just sometimes don't feel like doing it anymore. It's best just to step away, not force it. Well, most of the time. Hi, old man BD. Hello, Amari. Welcome to the stream. Our beautiful porcelain princess here. Strolling through the town. Looking for some cute guys to snatch up and bring back to his lair. Spooky monster lair. Yes. Very good. Timothy, you have to rotate your hobbies for sure. Don't want to burn yourself out on one forever. That's very true. I do that with video games. Like some of my favorite games of all time, I won't play them all the time, even if I want to. I'll sort of edge myself, I guess, for lack of a better term. So I don't get sick of them. Keeps everything fresh. And actually, you can over-practice, like if you're trying to get good at art. A lot of people who try to get good at art go on like these training arcs and can burn themselves out. You can only learn so much in a day, even if you can work longer. Your brain just stops absorbing stuff. That's what I've experienced, at least. Where really 4 hours versus 8 hours of practice, there's not a huge amount of difference. Diminishing returns, I guess you'd say, would be the term. Definitely a real thing. 2 streams in a row, I guess I'm becoming a regular. Yeah, you sure are, Amari. I think some of the Twitch people have you beat. I don't think Trip Hop's missed a stream since I started in October, like late October is when I started streaming on Twitch. But you've made it to all the YouTube streams so far, so you are indeed a regular now, officially. It's official. On Patreon, at least, they're doing Sapphire segment of the gems. Who is this? Sapphire segment? I must have missed something there with that. Did I miss one of your comments? Oh, you talking about Dross? Is that you mean? Or is it something I said? I do this sometimes. I lose track of the conversation. I'm focused on drawing and talking. I still haven't mastered that skill. Working on it. But I assume you mean Dross, maybe? Okay, so they're still making stuff, they're just not posting it publicly. Gotcha. I assume that's what you mean. That's fair enough. It can be a pain posting stuff online, just because I have a bunch of places I post it. Like I have 4 or 5 websites, I think, where I post my stuff, and it can be a little bit of a pain. I know there's automated services that can do it, but I'm so, like, paranoid. I like doing it myself. Making more work for myself, but I can understand getting tired of doing that. Yeah, in reference to Dross, gotcha. Edge yourself in November. It's not very YouTube appropriate. You're the queen of the YouTube streams. There you go. Listen, I've never participated in No Nut November, and I never will. It's heretical to my faith. Such nonsense. Such blasphemy. Heresy. I love his dead black eyes. Stare like voids. You get lost in those for hours. As he sucks my soul out. I like Dross's orc male wife. Got a femboy orc. I think I made like one as a one-off for one of my comics, just a filler character, sort of. I don't really have an established one. That sounds cute. Orcs are usually hyper-masculine, so having a cute boy one's pretty nice. Certainly not opposed to that. So these 3 are connected? So inmate, guard, and like admin or warden? No, not necessarily. Like, I just do sort of random character designs. I do think these 2 are probably going to be connected. If I ever make a comic, the 2 inmate, or the inmate and the cop, they probably will be connected in some way. But this boy is just, I drew him for fun. It's not always a theme for the page, it's just whatever boy I feel like drawing at the time. Or sometimes I'll take ideas from chat. Like this rose brooch was a chat idea. The pearl necklace was a chat idea. I'm not sure if I've taken like whole design ideas from chat yet, but I'm certainly open to the idea. there's something you want to see, you can throw it out there, but there's no promises, of course. But yeah, feel free to share an idea if you have one, or something you'd like to see. I'm hyped for Blackthorn Witch. Also question, how much spicy content will be in it? Just want to know if I need to make it invisible in my Steam library. It's not 18 plus. There's gonna be like, what's the worst? I'm trying to think of the most spicy. Like you see somebody post-coitus, I guess you'd say. But there's nothing showing, like, there's no titty, nothing showing. Think like an R-rated movie, I guess, level of sexual content, I guess. Most of it's implied, so. Shouldn't be something you'd have to hide from your library, should be good. BD1, do you prefer orc or goblin? That's an interesting question. I'd probably draw more orcs, but that's because usually the orcs I draw are males, like, you know, they're the ones doing the, doing the sex, as it were, to the boys. But, I like goblins, too. I've drawn a short stack goblin girl before, with big old titties. It's in the special images of the, I think it's Abandoned Chapter 2. I like both, to answer your question, though. I'm religious, you must follow the good word of donatology. I'm not sure I know what that is. In regards to your comic works, do you usually map out storyboard first, or have you doodled an image and decided to make a story based upon that? Well, Sonic, I should make storyboards, but I don't, unfortunately. I don't recommend it, I should do that. But usually what I do is I have a rough outline for my main comics, or any comic idea really. I don't even write a script, which is also a bad choice. I should write a script. But I sort of just doodle out the scenarios I want to see and then piece them together. It's very inefficient, but it works. I do it page by page, kind of. I do not recommend following my method of making comics, I'll say that. Because I'm sure, as they grow, the inconsistencies and story problems will be very apparent. Stuff I've missed. Because one of the few scripts I wrote, I used for Blackthorn Witch, and when I proofread that, I was like, oh my god, what a disaster some of this is. I had to rewrite sections of it to make it fit better. So I can only imagine how my comics will turn out. Hopefully better, but the Rose Necklace was a certified chat hood classic. Absolutely, Amari. You want chat to throw out old man BD1 throwing it back? Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm in all the thumbnails. Isn't that good enough? Hey, this is Oblivion music. This is Skyrim music. They lied to me. Playlist lied. Orc femboys, yeah. I've drawn one. He has a long braid. Is in the magazine Wynn was reading. We need more BD. Well, I think, I don't know if I mentioned it on YouTube, but I have mentioned it on stream before, that somebody is commissioning a comic with me and their OC. A fellow streamer, actually. I guess I'm a streamer now, technically. But yeah, I'm still working on that one. I haven't posted any of it yet. I'm not sure if I will. They had me on a leash, walking me around a park. Letting people have their way with me. Ugh. Terrible. Oh, okay. Worshipping big curvy butts. Well, I mean, I'm sold so far. do enjoy big curvy butts. A lot of the Japanese artists I follow who draw really great looking women, they do have a tendency to give them smaller butts, which I can appreciate a small butt too, especially on a femboy, but I do like my butts kind of big, usually, in general. Even on boys, if you've seen my Ghost Boy, Ghost Boy has quite the butt on him. He does not skip squats. No siree, he does not. I might have to look up a reference for this dress. Never been good at folds. We give out pamphlets. Well, I'd like to see those pamphlets. Wouldn't mind seeing those one bit. Oh, there we go. I think that was what was missing. Some of this down here. Just a little bit of detail. Okay. Could I be your femboy husband? I don't know about that. Marriage is a very big commitment. Also, I would like to say thank you for screwing up my YouTube algorithm. I watched one live stream before bed, and now I have to worry about opening YouTube on my phone. Oh, really? My streams aren't spicy, though. You should be fine. Unless it messed up your algorithm some other way. Well, you know. What can I say? You know what you're getting with me. Hi Raven. How are you? Thanks for stopping by and checking out my stream. Welcome. We're drawing a monster boy. Oh, I see. Okay. Just having a laugh. That's fun. No problem. No problem with that. My chat is known for trolling me a little bit. Laughing about my limited diet and my distaste for Tootsie Rolls and candy corn. But you know, it is what it is. Make them spicy? Well, Raven, we are going to make one of these characters spicy after the character poll we have. Whoever wins the poll, we're going to draw a spicy image of them. I've already done it for the first batch of characters. A Muscle Boy won that poll. Wearing one of those Virgin Killer sweaters, or whatever they're called. For the background music and light clicking, I feel like I'm playing Skyrim and using the alchemy table for way too long. Yeah, this music is so nostalgic for me. Like, that's another part of the BD1 stream bingo card is me complaining about Bethesda, but I have so many hours in Skyrim, it's like super nostalgia, as much as I complain about it. And Bethesda in general. Anytime I put the music on, I just feel at ease. All I'm saying is, I volunteer as tribute as a Fuda wife. Well, there you go. How could I say no to that? My own real life Sindara. Or club owner. Fuda wives are a perk of joining Adonatology. Hey Trip Hop, welcome. Doing great. Nice to hear, Raven. Will my game have femboys? Well, there actually is a femboy in the game. We actually drew him on stream because he does not actually appear in the game, though. He was cut when I edited the script and I was just too lazy to draw his sprite sheet. Or not sprite sheet, but you know, whatever you call it. Paper doll, whatever the term is for a visual novel. So he's in the game still, but his role has been diminished. I can show him to you, though, if you want. He's on the last page. I can bring that up. I guess I can bring it up right now, I suppose. Nothing going on. Copy image. Let's paste it here. There he is, right there. This is the last page of characters we did, if you're curious. Once we get 5, that's when I have a poll, and we determine which one will be spicified. Candy corn, there we go. Amari Calamari. I'm a Hi-Fi Rush fanboy, say no more. Well, that's I've heard of that game. That's a game, right? I'm gonna say I've heard of it, and you'd be like, that's not a game, what are you talking about? Is that the music one? It's like an action game that's music-based? I thought it looked interesting, if that's the one I'm thinking of. Well, it's certainly been lovely meeting the artist. My algorithm already has VTubers, Reactors, gaming content, Hassan, and Philip DeFranco. What's one more odd thing to the mix? Well, there you go. I don't think these streams are odd at all. I think they're very good, wholesome, family-friendly content. As long as you don't click on any of the links or look at chat or listen to a few of my conversations, I think it's nice and wholesome. What comes first, Half-Life 3, Fallout 5, or Elder Scrolls 6? Ooh, that is a good question. I don't know after Starfield flopping. And the Fallout show being successful, even though I really don't like it. It was successful, I can't deny that. They might pivot to Fallout, I don't know what they'll do. I'm not confident no matter what they make, honestly. I am very, very skeptical. I want the Elder Scrolls 6 to be good so bad, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I don't think Half-Life 3 is ever coming out, but maybe it'll surprise me. I guess Alex technically is Half-Life 3. It was really good from what I hear. I know it's not technically Half-Life 3, but I don't know. I gave up on Half-Life 3 a long time ago, so I'm very numb to it. It's from Tango Gameworks, which was owned under Bethesda. Oh, okay. Is the music game, alright. Yep. I like action games, so sounded cool. God Hand's one of my favorite games of all time. That's what made me realize gaming journalists were full of, let's say, crap. Let's be nice. Keep the stream friendly. When they gave God Hand a 3 out of 10, I was like, okay, I see how it is. I was a wee baby boy, slapping my fingers on the keyboard, looking around the internet. My world was shattered. Let's see, what else have we got here? Many new faces today. Yeah, there are. They sold the company to Microsoft and then sold the company to Krafton. Huh. I've never heard of that. Krafton. That's a Hi-Fi Rush studio? Don't tell me they gutted another studio that made a game that was kind of neat looking. Wonderful. If that's true. No more streaming on Twitch? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Alex was very good. That's what I heard. No more streaming on Twitch. Maybe. I like YouTube because it archives my streams, so it saves them. Kind of like that feature. I know a lot of people prefer to be live when a stream happens, but it's still nice to have around. But yeah, I mean, I like Twitch. It was fun. but I don't know. I never use it myself. I always use YouTube. The only reason I chose Twitch initially is because YouTube wanted my phone number and I didn't really want to give it. But I gave in. I'll still use my Twitch maybe occasionally if people prefer it. It's mainly to interact with you guys, so I do seem to have more activity over here, depending on the time, I guess. It's only been 2 streams, so I can't really say. But it seems like there's more activity over here, so more people to interact with. Left 4 Dead 3? I'd love a Left 4 Dead 3. I'd probably actually prefer a Left 4 Dead 3 over a Half-Life 3, honestly. But that's just my personal taste. It's not that I think one's better than the other, necessarily. They're both pretty, revolutionary games for their time. And just the amount of, user-generated content that's come out of Source Engine is pretty insane. And just all the Half-Life, you have Gold Source, all the stuff they make, or people have made with that. All the cool Half-Life 2 mods and stuff, it's just crazy. Endless well of content. It's pretty accurate. Your opponents are synced to the beat. You also get more damage points if you attack on the beat, yeah. I think I have seen some gameplay of it, it looked cool. Okay, Microsoft gutted them, but Krafton makes PUBG. Okay, I've never played PUBG or any of those kinds of games. Yeah, but Amari, doesn't Twitch only archive them for like a time period though? It's like a week or 2 weeks or something. I could be wrong. I don't know anything about Twitch, so you may be right. I'm just going by things I've heard. I'm by no means an expert on Twitch. Twitch, back in the day, maybe it changed now, it's always been super laggy for me. Like, every time I tried to watch a stream, it would just always buffer endlessly. Because there are some, like, software people over there that I used to watch, like game dev people, and it would just... I just could not ever get it to load. So I kind of got turned off on Twitch, I guess, from that. You could also multi-stream. I stream on both Twitch, YouTube, but keeping track of both chats is quite challenging. Yeah, that sounds like it. 30 days? I gotcha. Yeah. I don't think I've archived a few over here. I've recorded them. But that's kind of a pain. It eats up my hard drive. And I'm too cheap and lazy to buy a new hard drive, so... Sporting the same hard drive for like 10 years now. Same as my computer. My ancient hardware. Listen. If you look up cheap in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of me. Even though most dictionaries don't have pictures. Maybe they did at one point. Maybe that's where that saying came from. Having Skyrim background music is peak. I made Femboy in that game a few months ago. Oh yeah, I think there are mods that help you, like, or give you like a Femboy race or something. I think I remember that. Or maybe that was for Fallout or something. Yep. I always make cuties in Skyrim. It's one of the best parts. Download some mods to improve the facial structures, because Bethesda could never make humans too well. They have a thing about human faces, I don't know. Not always the best work, but... Like, somebody made a face overhaul mod for Oblivion that's really cool. Makes the faces look normal instead of, like, potato people. Like the bloated corpse look that they have normally. Oh no. These colors are too close. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain to fill in. Alright, let's start up here. This will be the easy part. Did I look into Throne? I still need to gift you that can of beans and 30 thighs. Oh no. Twitch, YouTube doesn't matter as long as you're streaming. That's right. I thought if we looked up femboy in the dictionary, it'd show you. I think there's more well-known established femboys than me. Probably be Felix or, who's the... Astolfo? That'd probably be the one, Astolfo. He's probably the most well-known femboy. I think even normies know Astolfo. But to answer your question, I did not look up Throne. Just like poor, nameless ghoul in chat, I still haven't looked up the band either. He asked me to. But I will. It will happen. Listen, I work on BD1 time, okay? BD1 time is slow and steady wins the race. Or the race ends and you have to worry about it. One or the other. Seeing the differences in racial facial features between Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and ESO is always hilarious. Yeah. It's like, this is nothing alike. I really like Morrowind. Like, the characters look super ridiculous in Morrowind. Like, they look terrible. They're super low poly, but I love that. Just the aesthetic of that world. The cool mushroom zones and all that. Looks really neat. It's probably my favorite Bethesda game. And it's not nostalgia for me. Because I played Oblivion first, and then Skyrim, and then Morrowind, but I really loved it a lot. But I like old school RPGs, so that's kind of an acquired taste for a lot of people. A lot of people can't stand Morrowind's combat. But I kinda like it. You have to actually build your character properly or you're gonna get your ass kicked. And it's super easy to break once you know what you're doing. You can absolutely decimate that game in like 30 minutes or less. Once you know what you're doing. I love stuff like that. Which is better, mind control or mind break? Which is better, mind control or mind break? That is an interesting question. I don't really draw too much of either. I guess I draw more mind break stuff, where they just give in to their lust, and they can't take it anymore. They try to resist, but it just doesn't work. Their true degen self comes out. I probably do more of that, personally. I'm a little leery of doing mind control because of Patreon and stuff like that. They might not look too kindly upon that kind of stuff, so I'm always a little leery. Try to play nice by the rules as best I can. That's why I don't draw Nintendo characters. I've talked about that on stream before, but if you're new and curious why I don't do any Nintendo stuff anymore, that's why. I got in trouble for it. Got a copyright claim against me. It sounds like a rough draft of Short Skirt Long Jacket by Cake. That's the band, right? Is it something I said or something that was playing in the background? Whatever floats your boat, BD. Take your time and do what's right by you. I have my credit card ready to open the throne. I'll have my Discord mod cosplay ready to open the Discord. Yeah, I appreciate it, Amari. Amari's ready to go. Throne, I think it's a server. Oh, she could probably answer for you. Yes, I have about 2,400 mods in Skyrim. I was to make Aiden, but for some reason, he has pink hair now. Well, I'm glad you like Aiden, Raven. I'm not sure how many people like Aiden. I think you're one of the first people to ever mention him. So, I'm glad to hear it. Aiden's probably my least promiscuous boy. He's like the opposite of Rio, which probably fits the story, I think. Rio being my most promiscuous boy. So I'm glad to hear he has some fans. Yeah, Throne is a site. 2,400 mods, that's nuts, man. I think the most I ever had was like a couple hundred, and it was like my machine. Well, it's the same machine I'm using now. Probably couldn't really handle it even back then. All the E and B preset things and the 4K textures. Early stream? It's like 12:30, Donkey. What do you mean? Oh, I must have missed that. Must have missed PMD's comment about long tongues and butts. Half-Life 2 is free on Steam for a bit. I'll have to check that out, maybe grab it. He's your favorite. That's nice. I think you might be the first person to ever say Aiden is their favorite. I'm glad to hear it. Aiden is a sweet boy. He's one of the loyal ones. There's some people in chat wondering which of my boys were loyal. Not gonna run around on you, not gonna NTR you. Aiden's one of them. You will not be NTR'd if you date Aiden. Maybe that's a downside, though, for some people. Gonna head out. Almost 1 a.m. Yep. Have a good night, Sonic. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. I'm surprised that you have a YouTube channel, given how Susan runs. Isn't Susan gone, or is she still here? Oh, she left. I mean, yeah. I don't know. If it gets nuked, it gets nuked. What can you do? I keep it pretty safe for work on here, though. I don't draw any... Like, this is the most spicy thing you'll probably see midriff and big old titties. With some cleavage. It's probably as spicy as I'll get on here. If she still doesn't like it and boots me, well, I guess that's that. It's free to keep until Monday, so I do it soon. Oh, you only get to keep it and play it for till Monday? Why nobody likes him? I don't know if people don't like him. Like, they just never message me about him. They may like him, they just may not say anything. I get more messages about Rio than Aiden, is all I was saying. So maybe there's a bunch of silent fans of him out there. I just go by the messages I receive. Where are the femboys? Right here. There's two on the screen right now. We've got the cop femboy and the monster boy. Two femboys right there. Susan left a while ago. Yeah, I heard that. Oh, she's dead. Okay, well, I can't tell if you're joking or not. Is Donkey wrong? So that could be a joke. I think her son died, didn't? I think I heard that. But I don't know if she... Oh, I didn't finish the necklace. Wow. My goldfish attention span kicked in. Didn't even finish these the pearls on this necklace. Let's see. Prefer non-vanilla tropes which is contradict with his two characters, Sasha and Aiden. Well, not sure how vanilla Sasha is considered given his tastes and partners. I don't know how prevalent that is. Sasha smooches his brother quite a lot. So, oh man, Susan died August 9th, okay. Neil Mohan, never heard of him. You claim Half-Life before Monday, you can play it forever. Oh, okay. On Epic or Steam? I don't know. I would assume Steam. Is Half-Life on Epic? Susan Wojcicki, or Wojcicki? I don't know how to say her name. I see. Oh, she retired a while ago. Alright. Yeah, I don't keep up with the YouTube stuff as far as, you know, the inner workings of it. I do know one of the things I was kind of leery about streaming here is the copyright system, but So far, the Skyrim music hasn't caused any problems, which is good. I didn't figure it would. Some of the PS1 music did get copyright claimed, though, which is kind of weird. One of the JRPG songs, it's kind of annoying. But, yes, I'm a little leery of using game music now, even. Let's see. I think he's coming along pretty nice. At the end of the stream, I'll show you guys what we're going to work on next. It's going to be a little promotional piece for when Blackthorn Witch is officially available, when I'm able to actually publish it live on stream, or Steam, sorry. Me like Sasha a lot. There we go. Can we get some lore for just the stream? I think he has the aesthetic of a vampire. From what I know from the comic, he just looks like one. That's true, he does look like one. You want some vampire lore, huh, for Sasha? I don't know. Well, I guess I can say that Sasha is indeed a vampire. There's your hot lore. Groundbreaking news. Sasha the Vampire Boy is in fact a vampire. At least in his mind. But who knows? Who can say? Someone's already posted game on. Well, I mean, I figured that would it is available for sale already, so I mean, I hope they purchased it at least. Like, if somebody purchased it and played it, it's like, that's cool. Like, if somebody wanted to do a Let's Play of it, I mean, you know. I figured that would happen if enough people played it. But, you know, I hope they did some commentary over it at least. But who knows? It's inevitable when you make stuff. Like, my stuff from Patreon gets leaked, all kinds of stuff. It's what I'm used to by now. Alright, what am I doing? Alright, let's do another layer of shadow. It's gonna happen. Can't get too worked up about it. Especially when you make a visual novel. Stuff like that's gonna happen pretty frequently, I think. I know there's like entire channels dedicated to that kind of stuff. I see it with manga all the time too. People post manga, they just go over it on a YouTube video. That's a little less... I'm a little less thrilled about that. I don't think it's ever happened to me because of mine being so not safe for work, but I've seen people just take manga and just go through the entire story on a YouTube video. It's like, well... Alright. You seem pretty chill, which makes your art better because you're a good boy. Well, thank you. Bee's tail is wagging. I don't know if I like that. So you're saying anything on the internet can get leaked, so those thigh-high pics of BD can finally get leaked. Oh my goodness. Now, to my knowledge, there is no photo of me on the internet. Anywhere. Unless there's like some odd surveillance footage from some store that gets posted online. But, yeah. I don't know. Never say never, though. You can't keep can't know for sure, right? But yeah, even though the game is leaked, I hope people still check it out. If you'd like to, help support me, making my silly stuff. Definitely appreciate that. Maybe hold off on checking out the video and play it yourself and then check it out after or something. But you can do whatever you want. I can't stop you. For me, it still says your game is coming soon. There's a quick bunch of your manga on YouTube, actually. Well, thanks, PMD. I'm glad you let me know, at least. I'm surprised. How would they do that? Well, I guess you could, but like there are safe for work pages. Yeah, Amari, it's been available on itch though since November 1st. So, like, I wanted to release but my game before Halloween on Steam and itch together, but Steam took forever to verify my build of the game. There's like a whole process you have to go through for Steam to approve your game, and they just, I don't know, I think they just forgot me, because it's supposed to only take like 3 to 5 days, and it took like over 3 weeks, and they didn't respond until after I contacted them, so I just think they just put me at the bottom of the pile and forgot. Alright, let's do some highlights. I think we're on to the highlights section now. But yeah, it's been available on itch for a while now, so if you don't want to wait for Steam, but I think most people like using Steam for their games, which is fair enough. I do too. I like keeping it all in one spot, so I can understand that. If it's not on Good Old Games or Steam, I'm probably not going to play it, unless it's like a browser game or something, for a game jam. Yep, it's still coming soon on Steam. It probably won't be available till the 25th or 6th. I'd release it now if I could, but Steam has a mandatory waiting period once your store page is up. That's the only reason it's not available. Like, it's been ready to go. You plan on streaming my game on Fansy? Yeah, that's fine. Sure, you can do that. The Femboy Sadako is on YouTube. I'm waiting for your game. Yep, okay, I got that one. Da, da, da. I gotta get you to sit down and do an interview on my fans only. I promise there won't be any candy corn. Well, I'm not sure I have anything interesting to say, but I suppose I could do that. The Astolfo as well. I don't remember even doing an Astolfo. I know I have done some, but I can't remember the images. It's dubbed, and the art doesn't show the whole thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, if people dub my I have given people permission to dub my comics if they want to. Like, it's not like it's a big deal. I told them they could. I assume they just put it on Twitter, though. So, it's not like they're, like, going against my wishes. Like, people send me messages on Twitter asking if they can dub stuff, and I'm like, sure, go ahead. So, it's not like they're, you know, offending me or anything. I was just surprised it's on YouTube in general. But if they hide the smut, I suppose it works. You use Good Old Games too? Yep, I sure do. So few people use it. Yeah, I like the fact you can just download the files and have them on your machine. I think itch is the same way. You download my game on itch, you get the files, and it's just yours. Now, Renpai is weird. I actually had to rebuild my entire Steam game submission, because if you run a Renpai game on your computer, it never saves properly if you relocate it to another computer, because of the way, I guess, it creates the save folder on the hard drive. It's a weird bug. I don't know if it's a bug or intentional, but I had to rebuild my entire Steam submission for that. It was a lot of fun. So, I'm not sure if you can move it around as freely as you can with other good old game stuff, but so convenient. All endings, the YouTube video. I'm sure it's a thing. Hey, what can you do? I hope you still pick it up and check it out if you want to. Let's see. We need 24 pages of Angel. I like Angel a lot. There's a good chance he'll get a comic. Angel's a sweet boy. Him and his boss palling around, having a good old time. Some wholesome moments with the boss. I do have a backstory for him, so if I ever make a comic, there's some stuff ready to go. If you'd like a little sneak peek, I think I mentioned this before, but it's about him and the boss going on vacation with the boss's family. Angel tags along, and hijinks ensue. That's the idea, at least, right now. Could change. But, you know. When is the game going to be available on Steam? I have it on my wish list. Oh, hey, Ikigani. Welcome to the stream. I think it's your first post, at least tonight, that I recognize. Oh, yeah, you made the Angel comment, too, yeah. The 25th or 26th, that's when I'm able to post it. That's when the waiting period ends and I can finally release it. But I appreciate you for waiting to check it out. Means a lot to me. Not a whole lot of change with that, but... Oh, I see why, because I haven't added his highlights to his skin yet. He's one of them creepypasta boys or whatever. Is that still a thing? Creepypastas? I remember those back in the day. A lot of them were really weird. Good isn't a word I would say, but weird maybe. Rio slept with Angel's dad. Where'd you get that from? I haven't even thought about Angel's dad, but that's a good possibility. You're not gonna find too many people Rio would turn down. Rio has a bit of an addiction. If you haven't picked up on that. If Rio met Angel's dad, he definitely would try to sleep with him. Give him some little rim light there on his shoulders. Look at that. Look at them soft, creamy shoulders. Dog diggity dog. Cute. You like the little monster boy? I'm glad you do. Yes, there is a plan to make a femboy game, Raven. I was actually thinking about making Abandon a game. But, because I have so much planned for it, I'll never get finished if I keep it a comic. Like, it just won't get done. It's just too much stuff. So I was thinking about turning that into a game, which has my elf boy Win in it. I know Donkey likes Win a lot. But there'll be some other boys in it as well. Just haven't seen them yet. They haven't appeared in the story. Dr. Phil. Keiko coming back? Absolutely, Keiko's coming back. Keiko's one of my favorites, my personal favorites. Keiko, Rio, Sasha, Sasha's mom, Anna. You'll always see them as long as I'm drawing stuff. Jeff the Killer, nah, Jeff the Jerker, yes. Yeah, that's one of the OGs that was kinda Very of its time, I guess you could say. Jeff the Killer. Super teenage energy, that one. Certified classic. Win is all I need. Yes, sir, I do. Yep. You like the Monster Boy. I'm glad you like him. A lot of people like Cop Boy over here. I like him too. Of course, I love my MILFs. And now we're on to Monster Boys. All interest of my own as well. So I'm glad you guys like them. Could you just make a game with only win and I'd buy? There we go. Slender Twint was pretty popular. Is that a real thing? I wouldn't put it past him to be real. Oh, well, see you later, Dog Diggity. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. Glad you could pop in for a little bit. I'll try to stream earlier sometimes so more people can hang out without having to go to bed and stuff. But right now I'm kind of stuck with midnight around that kind of time. But I'm glad you're able to make it. Keiko backstory. Yep. I did have a backstory for Keiko, but it was kind of dark, so I decided not to use it. Patreon might boot me for it too, so I was like, I might have to rework it. Or just be very subtle with how I present it. One day, Aiden, my boy, will make it into that game, I believe it. I could make a game like just with all my characters. I'd write my own little original story for all my characters and have something. Would you guys like another sort of visual novel style game or something else? I don't really consider visual novels games personally. I don't know if that's a hot take. Like, if I play a visual novel, I'm not really interested in the gameplay usually at all. I just want to get the story, and I hope the story is decent. That's just me, though. I know a lot of visual novels have gameplay elements. That's probably why Katawa Shoujo is my favorite visual novel of the few I've seen. Because it's just straight story, pretty much. But maybe you guys feel differently. If you guys feel differently, I can make something a little different. Or I could just make an entirely different style of game, not even visual novel related. I have been playing around with Godot some, making non-visual novel style little test things, testing out mechanics and stuff for things I'd like to make. So I could put boys into that, I suppose. Guess I could make a Vampire Survivor clone or something like that with my femboys in it. But there's a lot of those already. It's kind of a saturated market. Cookie clicker. There we go. Yeah, it could be an R18 game. Turn notifications on. There you go. I don't even know what... I've heard of Cookie Clicker, but I don't even know what it is. I've never played it. Just heard about it. Let's have his thigh meat showing through. I always love this. I say it every time I do it, but I just love this look where they put like the skin showing through the thigh highs or stockings or whatever. It doesn't necessarily make sense depending on the material, but I love it. It's such a cool look. Gives the leg a lot of form. If I can do it right here, let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe VR accessible? Hint, hint. I've never done any VR programming. I have to look into that. Is VR still around? Does anybody even still use VR? That was a fad that went and came and went. I'm sure it's... Actually, even VR porn doesn't seem to pop up much anymore. I don't really look at porn that much, which might be surprising to you. Mainly if somebody sends me a pose I've never heard of or something, is when I do porn searches these days. Like, what the hell does that mean? Do I have a favorite artist? Why, yes I do. I have several. I've mentioned them in the Twitch stream before. Let's see if I can remember. I really like Krekov. I like CT Chrysler. I like Van Ripper. Van Ripper did Hell Takers, if you don't know. I like Afrobull, obviously. My art style looked a lot like Afrobull's for a long time, because he was the main person I studied. If you look about like 2019, 2020, I'm pretty much just studying CT Chrysler and Afrobull at the time. Really like 2N5. If you like femboys, he's like probably one of my favorite femboy artists is 2N5. Who else do I like? Toxie. He used to go by a different name. I don't think he even posts anymore, unfortunately, but I used to look at his stuff before I even started drawing. When he went under a different name. What was his old name? Pseudo? I don't remember. I've forgotten. But yeah, really like his stuff. What else? Oh man, there's so many. That's some good names. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Raven. It actually is true. Like, looking at porn now, it's just like, it's very methodical for me. Like, that's interesting. That's an interesting pose I could use in my work. I just use my imagination when I'm, have my alone time, let's say. I don't really look at porn. I'm not opposed to people looking at porn, of course, so don't get the wrong idea like I'm anti-porn or anything, of course. That'd be kind of silly. This is some classic Oblivion music. Running around in the fields with my titty mods on, making sure my parents aren't coming in the door. There you go, Jason. Looking at porn be like thinking about work while off the clock. Absolutely. It just becomes like a study session almost to me. Like, my brain goes into that mode instead of having fun mode. It's like, that's an interesting pose. I never even thought to draw a character like that. Why would you look at... Yep. Never good VR corn. There we go. Look at porn off the clock for the plot. Yep. Some of those parody porns I hear are actually pretty fun. People really like them if they put effort in. Anything can be good if you have passion when you're making it. Even if it's a porn parody. There's no reason it can't be well done. I know a lot of people never take it seriously because it's porn, but I think you should still do a good job if you want to. People appreciate it. The people who care will appreciate your effort. That's how I approach it, at least. Even if most people don't. Why not put in the extra bit of work and make it good? Would you let us put his mouth around your wiener? A mouth like that? I would. I'd live on the edge. Even with teeth like that. Honey Pop. I've heard of Honey Pop. I've never seen that. Maybe I should watch a Let's Play of Honey Pop or something. See. Oh, I've missed your comment, Donkey Wrong. Cookie Clicker's a game where you click cookies and buy upgrades. I see. Not sure how I would make that into a boy game. Probably wouldn't do that anyway. I know you were joking, you said. I'd probably make a more like interactive dating sim style game with my boys, maybe, if that's something you guys would be into. I'd have to come up with a good story script though before I do that, because I'd want the story to be decent. I don't think those games really do well without some kind of story to tether it all together. For me, at least. To be fair, the plots get really good sometimes. Yeah, they can. They actually can. You're talking about the porn parodies and things like that. 90% of my friends I met through porn. Hey, interesting. I will suck something soon enough for sure. Uh-oh, Raven's he's in the mood. Or she, I don't know. I assume. I've said that before, I assume most of my fans are probably guys, but if I ever make that mistake, just let me know. And I will do my best to remember. Not only would I let him, I would encourage him to do so. Yes. Ellie, the shark boy, his teeth are sharp, I'd still let him. Sasha with his fangs. Monster boy here, definitely. A femboy JRPG. That could be fun. I do like JRPGs. Programming an RPG, though, is pretty time-consuming if you want to make it good. Getting all the balance right. What's happening here? Guess you could use something like RPG Maker. I've never used that before. But that sounds like a cool idea. I would like to do that. It would be fun. I definitely like that idea. Oh, he said he, not me. Oh, okay. I misread. This is too on the edge for me. My friends either do porn, draw porn, or both. There you go. You know what? You got a common theme among your friend group. You have a very consistent type. I can respect that. His chest might be a little too wide. What do you guys think? Like right here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This right here. Oops, it's the wrong brush. This right here, and this right here. Looks like it might be too. It looks like it should maybe come in a little more. Like right around here, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I might play around with that later and see. I'm not sure yet. Just the standard flare like that. That looks good. That's fine. More danger equals more fun. You could use RPG Maker. Yep, I could. My friends are all goon workers and I love them. It does look a little wide. I think so. It looks a little bit wide. I'll probably adjust that later and see how it looks. It's kind of flaring out there. Like he's poking. But see, it could work. He's like poking his chest out, showing it off. It could work for that, but it might still be too wide even for that. So I'll probably thin it out a little bit. But yeah, your friends are all goon workers and I love them. Hey, that's good. I don't really have any online friends, to be honest. I've talked to you guys more than anybody else online. If you've been in the streams, you're among the people I've talked to the most. By far. I've wanted to get into drawing porn, but I haven't even gotten past the drawing part of that sentence. Well, Jason, my advice, if you look at my old stuff, when I went by Caustic Crayon, it's pretty bad. I'd only been drawing for like 6 months or so when I started posting, and it helped me improve a lot. Like, the art's really bad, but drawing something you like is going to help you improve way faster. So if you enjoy drawing, not safe for work, I recommend starting now, even if it looks terrible, because it'll motivate you to draw more. Because I kind of had that same feeling as well. I'm like, just whatever. I'm tired of drawing goblins and knights. Doing like concept art stuff. Because it wasn't really my interest, but I was trying to get better. I was like, I'm just going to draw boy butts. Well, I didn't start with boy butts, but that's how I got into improving. That sounds awesome for a game idea, and you can always add DLC to a new character and more content to that game, yep. BD, I'm kidnapping you now. We're friends now. We're having soft tacos. There we go. Got my first internet friend. Amari's gonna kidnap me and give me soft tacos. Now, if you've been on my Twitch streams, you know my burrito saga. I always eat giant burritos on like Mondays and get tummy aches and get really sluggish streaming. My heart rate's like 120 from all the food in my belly. So soft tacos, that's a good choice. That's basically a burrito. Amari is pretty sharp. Casa Crane doesn't even have bad art on it. Well, I'm glad you think so, Donkey Wrong. I can't say that when I look at it, but if you think that, I appreciate it. If you like it, I'm definitely happy that you do. Oh, I drew on the wrong layer, son of a bitch. Undo all that. Got to flapping and not paying attention. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. No problem, Jason. Hope that helps you. Little tips, best tips I can give. I'm not... Definitely not the best artist, but try to share as much as I can to help people get started. Believe it or not, Donkey Wrong, getting good at stick figures actually can help improve your art, because there are good and bad stick figure drawings. So it actually can. I'm not sure if you're being serious or not, but getting good at stick figures can improve your art. Teach you about line flow and posing and positioning. Not a bad way to start, really. I don't like burritos, but I like rolled up soft tacos. It doesn't make sense. That is a bit weird. I've never heard that before, but, you know, fair enough. I can't eat hard tacos because if they explode, I get too angry. I want to, like, just crush the rest of it in a fit of rage. Nothing makes me angry than when you bite into a sandwich and the stuff comes out the back where the taco explodes and all the good stuff falls out. You want to see BD's blood pressure rise. There you go. Hand me a hard shell taco and make it extra crispy where it'll explode on impact. See my little eyes bulge out of my head. Veins on my neck pop out. A little glow up in there in the hat. How about that? It looks kind of nice. Doesn't make sense, but it looks kind of nice, I think. Makes his hair stick out a little more. I like breakfast burritos. I like breakfast burritos too. You're terrible at art, Donkey Wrong? Well, it's like anything. If you don't do it, nobody's going to be good at it if they don't do it. Even those with talent or whatever. Still got to put in a lot of time and effort to get better at it. But it's easy if you have fun with it. Like, I could never get good at something that I don't like. It would be super hard. I think most people are like that. But I like drawing, so I was going to get good at it to some degree. Inevitably, just from doing it all the time. If you try to force yourself, I don't think you can get very good unless you're just extremely dedicated for some reason. Some other external factor. Let's see, probably need to put a shadow down on the ground too to help ground him. I'm not sure if I should use his whole body or just a little drop shadow like a video game. Let's shrink his chest a little bit. Let's do that. I'll give you a tablet with a dead spot, so you have to... There's a dead spot on my tablet. Watch this, like, look over here. See this? Look at this, it's jumping back and forth. I'm barely even moving it. There's a dead spot right there. This tablet is falling apart. In typical BD fashion, I'm just too cheap to buy a new one. Flapping and fapping. Here we go. That's what I should call these streams. Flapping and fapping with BD1. It's a good name. Hey, Nameless, you made it. Welcome to the stream. You can't get veiny on a safe for work stream. Oh, you can always get veiny. Arm veins. Booba veins. I talked about this on... I can't remember if I talked about it on YouTube, so I'm probably repeating myself to people who've been on the streams for a while, but I always like pale booba with a little bit of the vein showing. Like you can see ever so slightly. That's probably weird to a lot of people, but I really like that look. Because I just like pale girls, so I guess it makes sense, but since you brought up veins, it made me think of it. All my goth queens out there. It's probably the weirdest thing I'm into, I guess, if that even counts as weird, I don't know. I'm pretty vanilla, overall. I'm a vanilla boy. Doesn't take a lot to please me. I want to learn to draw, but should I start with digital or traditional? Probably whatever you're going to do the most of. If you want to do more traditional, do that. If you want to do more digital, start with that. Yeah, I don't think they would either, Amari. I'll probably avoid that. I like pale girls. Thanks, Nameless. I know you like Celine. You like my pale girls? I appreciate that. Ugh. Almost threw up a little bit there. Sorry about that. Probably wasn't nice to listen to. I apologize. I'm still not good at muting in time. Why is this not working? I think that does look better a little bit, maybe even a little more. Maybe even a little more. You draw beautiful veins. Well, thank you. I do focus on the veins, especially on the wieners. As much as I talk about boobas, I actually also like wieners. They're very fun to draw. I can draw a wiener like in an uncomfortably fast amount of time. Me and my friends when we were in school used to draw wieners on each other's stuff to try to get each other in trouble. Who would have thought that would have spiraled into this? I'm sharing my wiener drawings with everybody. What are you gonna do now, Miss Christensen? Who's laughing now, you old bitch? You thought those wiener drawings were a waste of my time. What do you know? I haven't done stoichiometry in years, but drawn wieners every day. I've been learning an embroidery lately, so really any medium you want to learn in, go for it, yeah? That's it. Do what you want to do. Like, it sounds obvious, but so many people, like, they'll try to avoid doing what they know they should do. They're, like, looking for a quick answer. But if you want to do something, you have to actually do the thing. Like, whether it's make a game, like, learn to program, just make a game. You're not going to know what to do, but it's going to be hard. If you want to learn to draw, you got to draw. You can't just watch videos. Videos can help. Like, it can be a good starting point, but you got to actually do it. Got to put pen to paper or pen to tablet. Or needle to thread, if you're embroidering. Shoot, I'm black. I guess we'll have to get you a pale Fuda girl instead. Join the cult. Well, Amari, if you've read my comic Modern Sin, you know that I have Reina, who is a dark-skinned Fuda. So I'm a big fan of her. I was mainly talking about the vein stuff. But yeah, I do like pale girls. I like dark-skinned girls. I like really anything that's cute. Monster, alien, I don't care. I'm not particularly picky when it comes to that stuff. I know some people don't like my characters with unnatural hair colors. I've heard some people say that, which is fine. Of course, anybody can have their tastes. But I don't mind that at all. Like, if I met a girl in real life who had blue hair, like naturally blue hair, I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's go. Or a cute boy or whatever. I don't mind. No problem to me. All about it. Can I send you some beans? That's... You know the way to my heart, Nameless. I think it's very obvious you like wieners, yes. Well, just in case you'd missed it, it's a little subtle. Takes some dedicated research. But yes, I'll admit it. You've uncovered my deep, dark secret. BD, can I send you some... Yeah, if you draw wieners long enough, it stops becoming defacing public property and becomes something people pay for. Exactly. Join Donatology and we'll get you a free food of your choice. It's a perk of our cause. You are a great saleswoman, Amari. I must say... Excellent sales work. Get some of these extra hair strands in here. I think it's always a nice touch. Getting some loose strands in. Let's see if I missed anything. What else did you draw today? Well, I'm going to work on... I was working on, before this, a drawing of Sin, the next page of Modern Sin, where she's just getting destroyed in the bathroom stall. In a good way destroyed. Win is about to see something he doesn't want to see, up close and personal. I've also started working on a commission for somebody. And I'm going to start on some other commissions soon. A few of my commissioners came back to ask me to do some stuff for them, so... I said sure. So that's the stuff I'll be working on. Am I cutting out? Oh. Is it just Amari, or is everybody cutting out? I've had a warning the whole time talking about my bit rate. Hopefully it's not too bad. If there's a hole, there's a alien. Yep. Hear me fine? Okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you letting me know. Some baked beans. Yep, there you go. Paying people winning. There's a hole, there's a goal. Like, yeah, if you're cute, I don't really care about any of that other stuff. Doesn't matter to me. If you're an interdimensional traveler, as long as we don't have diseases that will kill each other, obviously. You know, you have to worry about that with aliens and stuff, but... If we're all safe and good to go, let's get to it. That's how I view it. Did I miss anything? Destroyed figuratively, that's right. Speaking of Strawberry... Oh yeah. I'll do more Strawberry. I have a story and backstory planned out for old Strawberry. He's a good boy. I like him a lot. I love the blue-eyed, dark-skinned combo. It's very pretty, I think. I can't remember their names. I've seen some people in real life. I don't know if they're... I can't remember if they're cosplayers or if they're maybe actresses even, but they have dark skin and blue eyes and looking damn good. Damn good. I think it was just on my end. Okay. It's good for me. A good amount of lag between responses, it seems. But you sound good. Yeah, maybe I'll try low latency next time. Because I'm on normal latency right now. I think low latency makes the image look worse, but I think there is a bit of a delay between what I'm seeing and or you guys hearing and all that stuff, so maybe I'll try low latency mode next time and see how that works. So you guys don't have to sit there and wait and wonder if I saw your question. Because I'll answer pretty much anything, or at least acknowledge that you asked it, even if it's kind of weird. But so far, there have been no super weird questions, so we're good. I won't ban you either, as long as you're not spamming chat or breaking the rules of YouTube or whatever. I'm pretty lax about that kind of stuff, so no worries. Xenomorph? I've seen some, actually, I have seen some Xenomorph pictures that made me think, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, sure, why not? But then you remember they have acid blood and you're like, well, maybe not. I would not smooch the thing. Okay, that's one point. I'm drawing the line there. I might smooch a Xenomorph, but not the thing. I don't want to be absorbed. Assimilated. I have tan skin and blue eyes. There you go. Sounds like a cool combo to me. Donkey Wrong's winning. The tan skin, blue eye combo. She's a queen, both figuratively and literally. And the bar art, his hair with the blue eyes looks best. Of all his designs for sure. Oh yeah, you're talking about Strawberry. Yeah, he has like the short cut, I think, in that one. I think it's like shoulder length hair. I do like that hairstyle a lot. My gimmick with Strawberry is that he changes hairstyle often, so it just gives me a chance to, or an excuse to practice new hairstyles. But yeah, I do like that hairstyle. That probably is one of my favorites too. I just like that hairstyle in general. Wynn has it in the Abandoned comic. Let's try some of this. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright. You're really good at checking chat. You think so? Well, I guess weird questions is relative. I'm comparing to stuff I get on Twitter sometimes, so you guys are very normal compared to some of the stuff I see on Twitter. It's all relative, of course. But actually, Amari, you're not that weird from some of the stuff I've gotten. Received, I guess I would say. Would be better. You're plum vanilla. Like the way that hair's curving. It's kind of weird. Uh-oh, pen, come on. Pen's starting to act up. Mr. Drawing Pen. Acid blood. What a way to die, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing that keeps me from it. There's a goal, there's a goal, yeah. Make some pinup art? I mean, I've done pinup art before, haven't I? What is pinup art exactly? Isn't that just like character by themselves looking sexy? Or is there more to it than that? I thought I've done stuff like that before. Isn't some of my Alex drawings like that? I think I've drawn Alex like posing by himself, all sweaty and hot and bothered. Or is that not pinup art? Maybe there's like more to it than that. No, this isn't looking good here. I'm not liking this bit right here. My friend tried to get me to cosplay Strawberry. I don't think I could do your boy justice, though. Hey, if you want to try it, go for it. Certainly don't have to. I don't want to pressure you into it or make you feel like you have to. But you know what? If anybody wants to dress up with like my boy, that's pretty cool. Always happy to see it. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And I do not like this. Not liking it. Not a fan. I knew we had to fix it eventually. Let's see if I can get some of this looking okay. I'm a super freak. Play that funky music, white boy. What is the weirdest thing anyone has said to you on Twitter? That's a good question. My IRL friends call me a horny little gremlin. I mean, as long as it's a term of endearment, I would take it as a compliment. Nothing wrong with being a horny little gremlin in my world. Well, your friends are all, as you called them, gooners. Gooner workers. Goon workers, that's what you said. Yeah. So there you go. They're probably fine with it. Twitter's on a different planet, yep. What is my weirdest message? I don't know. Most of it's like just pictures of people's wieners with no comments. But I have gotten some very strange, like, just trying to fish for a lot of information, get me to send them pictures and stuff. Just the standard stuff mainly, but... Some people get really angry that I don't interact more. Because I'm, you know, I'm pretty shy and I do answer all messages pretty much, unless you do, like I said, send me a picture of your wiener or something, then I'll probably just delete it. But if you say hi or anything, I usually respond to everybody who does that. So I'm not sure why they get so mad, but some people do. I don't know. You got me. I'm not sure. What drew you to art style? What drew you to drawing the character designs that you do? Did you really look at your... and get inspired? Did you already look like your PFP IRL? Oh, my profile picture is actually one of my boys. It's Aiden. The person in the thumbnail is closer to me. Although my hair... Well, here's some BD exclusive information. My hair is not blonde right now. Shocking. Scandalous. My hair is not blonde right now. But, what drew me to my art style? It just sort of developed out of the artists I like. I never really tried to make my art style, if that makes sense. Like, I never went out thinking, this is the art style I want to get. In fact, for a long time, I did not like where my style was at. But I just kept looking at artists I like, trying to emulate them the best I could. And eventually I pieced together the style you see before you, for better or worse. Yeah, but, let's see. Was there anything else I missed there? I won't be able to pull anyone off because I'm too short. Nothing wrong with being short. Aiden's short. Aiden's around 5 feet, probably. So is Win. Don't have to be perfectly accurate to cosplay somebody. Do your own version. I'm referring to that art from the 20s, where they put a woman in a sexy outfit. Oh, okay, I see. That's what you meant by pen-up style. I got you. If I ever do cosplay one of your boys, I'll tag you. Thanks for giving your blessing. Oh, thanks. If you do, you probably better to message me, because I don't check mentions very often, if ever. So if you send me a message, though, I'll definitely see it. I usually just hop on social media, post my images, and leave, and answer any messages there so I don't get sucked in. Because I'm very bad about scrolling and, like, getting trapped in that cycle. So I can't stay on to it. I just go. I can't let it grab me or I'll lose all my drawing time. So I just try to avoid it. I'm sure it annoys people, but it's just how I gotta do things. All hail the horny. There we go. Shy boy BD, that's right. You've been lied to? Who lied to you? Oh, that's right. You're not blonde, gonna make a tweet long. I want to draw the JoJo art style, but with stick figures. Now that's cool. Get all those cool poses, dynamic poses, crazy fashion. Let's see, is there anything else we... How is he looking? He's looking pretty good. He's almost done, I think. What else do we need to work on? Anything? Maybe I'll add some stuff to his skirt here. Or whatever you call it. Belt. Sash? Is that the term? There we go. Add a little something something there. Not too bad, not too shabby. Next, you're going to tell us you're not a cute tootie femboy who never takes off face mask and hat. That's right. I always have the mask and face, the hat and face mask on, 24/7. Don't have to worry about that. That's true to real life. Never comes off. It's actually welded to my face. If I ever took it off, my face would come with it. I was born with the mask. Maybe I'll do it like this. Actually, let's make it more like the sky color. My eyes are watering. Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering. Ugh. The best thing about cosplay is being able to put your own take on it. Yep, that's right. But I get afraid of not being accurate and getting called out, getting hate. Yeah. Well, I can understand that. I would say my advice is just not worry about it. Like when I posted my early art, people would always talk about how awful the dicks were drawn, which was true. They weren't drawn well. But I persevered. You just gotta push through. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Shouldn't be too long. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? Anything exciting? Yeah, I didn't do a Bane voice. Take the cute boys and run. No, you can't take them. They're mine. Can't have them. Alright, what was I doing? I can't remember. Memory of a goldfish. I think I was adding some highlights or rim lights.
Good you. I'm at work secretly watching BD content. There you go. Don't tell anyone. Make sure I turn my mic back on. Okay, I did. Alright. I did mute. So hopefully I'm back and audible. Looks like it's good though. And who had the honor to undress him from his fancy dress? Tell your boss that you have good taste. I don't know if your boss would appreciate the boy drawings. I hope so. We need more boy appreciation in the world, if you ask me. Never enough femboy art as far as I'm concerned. Can always do with a little bit more. Now, should he have reflection in his eyes? I'm kind of leaning no. Might give his eyes too much life. Yeah, I like him more dead. More flat. And like just pools of black. Quite a classy lady. Jason has dibs on undressing the monster boy. Might be the last thing you ever do. Would probably be fun though. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just misunderstood and looking for love. Who can say? Who would you guys vote for out of these three if you were voting in the poll? Who would you want to see more of? Somebody getting their squishy bits poked and prodded, so to speak. Your boss can't look you in the eyes after you beat him in Dragon Ball Legends. No, that's not the new one, is it? The new one's Sparking, right? Or is that the same thing? Maybe I'm mixing it up. Cop. Win, of course. Makes me dangerously feral. Got two cops. That's true, they are my boy, but, you know, I don't want to let too much slip. Leave a little bit of mystery to him. Oh yeah, his shadow. That's what I want to do. I want to give him a shadow. Little drop shadow. Let's turn it on multiply. Put this through. There we go. Uh-oh. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Cop boy, the goth boy. Convict but with a meaty PP. There we go. A mobile game, I see. You do play Sparking. I heard that was really fun. I used to really like the Tenkaichi game back in the day. Vampires don't cast shadows. Is he a vampire, though? All about the goth beauty. After my own heart there, Angel. That would be a tough call all around. Yep. This boy's not necessarily a vampire, though. He's just a monster boy. That's what the town says. Maybe he's not even a monster. Maybe he's just a strange-looking boy. Maybe he's just a little off. Who knows? If he ever gets a comic, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. Not sure if I like that. We'll see. Have to adjust this a little bit. Just the way this shadow is falling. Like that. There we go. Alright, am I missing anything? Buff goth women. There we go. A perfect combination. I haven't done that before. I'm surprised I haven't, PMD, now that you mentioned it. A buff goth woman. I should do that. Like the wrestler Amari was talking about the other night. Thick and stick. I like it. Welcome, Myth or Myth. Is he a vampire? I don't know. Maybe he's a witch. That's a good point too, Just. Or Juice. He could be a witch. Thick and stick. That's my motto. Sparking Zero is a successor to Tenkaichi. It's really good, but it sounds like your computer's barely hanging in there. Hey, listen. My computer, you know, I can do things. He's just fruity. Yeah, just a weirdo. Does a town feed him cute virgin men? Maybe. He may not care about your virginity status. He may take any men he can get. You never know. How much promiscuity does he have? Maybe he's very particular. Alright, let's focus on finishing this shadow. I don't know. I don't know if I like the shadow, I'll be honest. Don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, chat. Goth wins. He looks more naughty than the cop. Yep. Sure to beat you up. Have you done shapeshifters? I have not. Well, I mean, technically I have, but they haven't shapeshifted yet. But yes, I do have shapeshifters among my characters. But they haven't really done any shapeshifting yet. Goth buff girl. Definitely use Ray Ripley. That's the name, yep. He's a couch potato. Well, food's food, right, Jason? Doesn't matter. If he's eating them, he wouldn't care. But if he's looking for love, maybe he'd care. I can't say. We'll just have to find out one day. Maybe he's a total size queen. If you aren't packing at least 9 inches, you just get thrown in the garbage. You never know. You never know. The monster boy. What they're thinking. Alright. Let me see. Is there anything else we should do? Do I like this hand? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I do. It's iffy. It's iffy. Feet. Looking for love at all the wrong places. I know you like feet, Nameless. That's alright, though. I have been known to draw some feet myself. It's all Kyle's fault, damn it. His feet are too cute. Got me hooked on them 2D feet. This might be it. Let's see. I'll try one little thing, maybe. Let's see. Push it. Push it like that. That's gonna look weird with the... Yeah. It's gonna be on white in the end, though. So, I'll just leave that off for now. I have to remember to turn that on when I post the final, hopefully. Hopefully I remember to do that, but I probably won't. yeah, that might be it for today. We might have finished our boy. What's the toe ring? I think that was a suggestion from the chat. I can't remember who said it. It may have been Nameless who asked for that. Wanted a toe ring. I thought that would work. If you ain't packing a sausage factory, then he doesn't want you. Yeah, you never know. He needs to be stretched. I'll just stop there before I say something that's a little too spicy, maybe. I'll show you guys what we're working on next time. I'll answer any last-minute questions. Let's see. I better put up my waiting screen before I do that. So in case I open something weird. Alright. Should be good. This is what we're going to be working on next time. A little promotional image. Give you a little sneak peek of it. A little advertising for my release of the game. And then we'll be back to our normal boy drawing. I'll have to come up with a new sketch. Does anybody have any ideas for the next character they'd like to see? Any kind of theme? Oh, my back. But Raven, I would lose my YouTube. Little pink shoes. Oh, you talking about my transition screen? Yeah, I wonder if this is too spicy for YouTube, this image. The promotional image, I don't know. Dying for more vampire content. There'll be more. Oh, hello, Puichi. Is this your first time here? Thanks for stopping by. We are I was reading the next message. We are ending the stream pretty soon, but we will see. If anybody has any suggestions, we got Tentacles, Alien Clown Femboy, of course. Wicca Boy. I might draw one of my established characters one day on stream, just for fun. Luchador Femboy. I think I remember that suggestion before. We'll see. I'll think of something, guys. But thank you all for stopping by, as always. I appreciate that. Thank you for hanging out and asking me questions and talking. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Keiko.